And there's a brand new Wisdom Tree Kickstarter, apparently.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to play Super Noah's Ark on any of your Sega systems?
Nope.
Well, that's okay. I mean, we can ditch the Dreamcast version. That one's probably not going to make it for $65,000. But you could play it on your Sega.
You know what's funny about that equation is it's got to be cheaper to just burn a ROM to a Dreamcast like disc than it would be to produce a full cartridge for the Genesis, right?
Right. Yeah.
So shouldn't the stretch goal have been the Genesis cart?
I'm guessing the porting, the code behind it that they have to port, there's less work between the Genesis.
That could make sense, yeah.
I don't know. Then again, I would think all you would do for a Dreamcast is just wrap a emulator around it
Right.
and just boot up
Yeah,
the
that's true.
emulator when you do it, because a Dreamcast should be plenty powerful enough, I would think, to run a Super Nintendo emulator.
I don't know. It is super 3D Noah's Ark. I mean, that's asking a lot of the old Dreamcast. And it's getting an NES. There's an NES game in this Kickstarter too, yes?
Yeah, Noah's Ark, which I've not played.
And is that ever been released, or is that...
I don't think so.
So this is a new title that they're putting out as a homebrew?
Yeah, I guess I haven't done a lot of research on that, but though they also have a Game Boy Advance collection of all of their old NES Wisdom Tree games.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting Sunday Funday, Bible Adventures, Exodus, Joshua, Bible Buffet, Spiritual Warfare, and King of Kings on there.
Wow.
Region free, highlighted.
I'm just surprised, like, I think once you're starting to port things to, like, Game Boy Advance, like, what's the market for that? Like, who's, like,
Yeah.
I'd really like to play this on the go, but only on a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that is a weird choice. Maybe they're thinking, too, that with the saturation of stuff like the Retron 5, they'll get people that way, too, but you don't see a whole lot of stuff put out homebrew-wise or Kickstarter-wise for the Game Boy Advance. It seems like a
Right,
weird
unless
fit.
it was, like, built for that,
Yeah.
with those limitations in mind.
Right, because you gotta, I
I
mean, the screen resolution alone, they're gonna have to, you would hope, at least, they're gonna rework these games and not letterbox it.
Yeah.
But maybe I guess maybe I wouldn't be surprised if they just letterbox these and dropped them on there.
Yeah, we'll see if this one makes it. They're at 6,000 out of 30,000. Still have a lot of time left, but you'd probably like to see that a little bit farther if you want to see that make it.
Yeah, they've got 71 backers right now. Yeah, to me, I mean, it seems like they should have maybe done individual Kickstarters for these. I mean, there's 3 distinct products for different game systems. I don't
Yeah.
know. You could have focused on one console, one iteration of the game, lowered your goal, because cartridges, I mean, that costs money to get those produced, and if you're the more quantities of any specific cartridge you're ordering, I mean, the less it's going to cost you to manufacture. So, who knows what the breakout of this is going to look like when they do, if they get their full pledge goal of 30,000. I mean, there's bound to be one format or one game that's picked up more by backers than others.
Right. And on the manufacturing side, too, you would think there's got to be one that's going to be harder to deliver on, too. So when you're doing this all in one, that seems like it would be tough to deliver them all at the same time.
Right. Yeah, interesting. Wisdom Tree just keeps sticking around.
Yeah, I think they put everything else of theirs on Steam now, too.
Wow. So, who owns Wisdom Tree now? I mean, somebody obviously picked up this license that has another, that name brand, and they must have enough savvy to, like, bring this stuff back, knowing the collecting market. I mean, this can't be anybody who was originally involved with Wisdom Tree back in the day, is it?
I think there's a few people, but I don't think it's them that are kind of running these projects, getting
Sure.
these games out there again.
They just still have a stake in the namesake.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Interesting. Well, it'll be interesting to see where this goes in the next month if it gets anywhere near it.